having this side girl for almost 15 years of our marriage. I've known about her almost since the beginning. I've known that Kevin is a serial cheat. The first time I found out was while I was pregnant with our son on bed rest. During that time, I gave birth to him. He was in the delivery room. You'll see that play out in the movie. He's passing out cigars and my wife and I, little Kevin, who's not so little anymore. He's 20 years old. I plotted to divorce Kevin.
Sharina Hudson, getting out of my car with my money. Life is not what you think it is behind the scenes. Trust me. Homegirl is miserable. That's what you get.
What if the ultimate homewrecker, the woman who spent years sneaking around with Wendy Williams' husband and even had his baby while they were still married, ended up completely broke, ghosting everyone, and hiding out just to survive? Yeah, that's Sharina Hudson's reality right now. The same Sharina who once flashed diamond rings and lived in million-dollar homes is nowhere to be found, and the latest whispers say she's barely scraping by, possibly even leaning on government help while Kevin scrambles for crumbs.
So I'm not gonna take a lot of time, because, I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wasn't gonna do this.
But how did the side chick who won turn into the one left with absolutely nothing? Buckle up, because this downfall hits different. It all started way back, over 15 years ago actually. Kevin Hunter, Wendy's husband and manager, allegedly kicked things off with Sharina, a massage therapist from North Carolina who moved to New York, chasing bigger dreams. Sources close to the mess say Charlemagne the God even introduced them, thinking he was helping her modeling career. Instead, it turned into a full-blown secret life. Kevin set her up nice, paid for her massage school, bought her jewelry lines, even financed kiosks and condos. Wendy knew bits and pieces early on, but she stayed, building an empire while Kevin played both sides. For years, Sharina stayed in the shadows, collecting perks without the spotlight, but then came the moment that changed everything forever.
But what I needed at the time, because I was running 100 miles an hour, and I was so much of a strong support structure for her and all the dreams that she wanted to accomplish, I needed somebody for me. And my new offspring, my daughter, who is a beautiful, beautiful spirit, she was not a oops baby. She was not a mistake baby.
In March 2019, Sharina gives birth to a little girl named Journey, right while Kevin is still very much married to Wendy. The news leaks. Photos surface of Kevin visiting the hospital, and Wendy finally snaps. She files for divorce almost immediately. But here's where it looked like Sharina actually came out on top. Kevin leaves Wendy, moves full-time with Sharina and the baby. They upgrade hard. He buys a massive mansion in Florida, luxury cars rolling in the driveway, trips to Belize, even pops the question with an $80,000 ring that had everyone talking engagement. Sharina's Instagram goes private, but leaks show her living that soft life. Designer bags, vegan business ventures, acting like she upgraded to the main role. People were furious, calling her every name under the sun. But money talks, and Kevin still had plenty flowing from Wendy's show, at least for a little while longer.
That it was not till death do us part.
And it wasn't just an incident. I mean, the relationship that Kevin had with this woman went on for...
No. Kevin was a serial cheater. Kevin had different mistresses depending on, the part of his life. This last one was the one that he had the longest term relationship with.
Then the hammer dropped. The Wendy Williams show gets canceled in 2022 amid Wendy's health battles, grave disease, addiction struggles, and eventually that frontotemporal dementia diagnosis. Overnight, Kevin's golden ticket vanishes. No more executive producer checks, no more severance millions. The divorce settlement? He got some upfront cash, but the ongoing support relied on Wendy's income streams, and her guardianship locked everything down tight. Kevin tried fighting it in court over and over, claiming Wendy hid $48 million, demanding alimony restarts. even suing producers for wrongful termination, but he keeps losing, badly, and that's when the real cracks started showing in his fairy tale with Sharina.
And I read about it in the blogs and the tabloids, the address of this place that he had purchased to share with this backwoods bitch, 9 miles from my house in Livingston. And they're living the high life.
You left your wife. Now, we may not care about her on the show. That's different. But you left your wife, got you a side piece, had a baby, and was living a whole different life. And evidently, Wendy Williams was the real bread maker. Because now you can't live that lifestyle without that check. The grass wasn't greener, huh?
By 2023, Kevin's unloading everything just to stay afloat. That Florida mansion sold for over $1 million after he couldn't pay the HOA fees, luxury cars repossessed or flipped to cover debts, credit card lawsuits hitting for tens of thousands. He starts popping up on social media looking desperate, posting cryptic messages about loyalty and karma. Close sources spill that Sharina began pulling away fast. Why stick around when the private jets turned into past due bills? Whispers turned into full-blown reports. She packed up Journey and moved back in with her mom, cutting Kevin off cold. Some channels even claimed she threatened child support suits, saying he couldn't afford the kid he pushed her to have. But Sharina? Radio silent. No denials, no paparazzi pics, nothing. Fast forward to now, late 2025, and Sharina has basically vanished from the planet. Her socials locked tighter than ever. No sightings with Kevin in over a year. No updates on little Journey, who's turning school age soon. The tea coming from forums and insider drops paints a brutal picture. She's reportedly struggling hard, living low-key with family, maybe even tapping into welfare programs or food assistance, just to keep things stable for her daughter. Remember, Sharina never had that independent bag. Her whole glow-up was tied to Kevin's access to Wendy's empire. Without it, she's back to square one or worse, because now there's a child involved and zero safety net. Kevin, meanwhile, is still out here filing lawsuits in Wendy's name, trying anything to unlock her frozen assets. But courts keep shutting him down, and even Wendy's team had to demand he return overpaid alimony with interest. So where does that leave the woman everyone loved to hate? Hiding, broke, and completely exposed as someone who bet everything on a man who had nothing without his famous wife. Wendy, even while battling serious health issues under guardianship, managed to protect her legacy. Her money stays locked away. Her story lives on in documentaries. And the people who tried to take her down? Crumbling in real time. Sharina thought she secured the bag forever, but turns out it was rented. And now the lease is up. If new pics or court docs drop proving she's really out here on assistance while raising Kevin's kid alone, yeah, that would break the internet all over again. What do you think ultimate karma? Or is there still a twist coming? Drop your thoughts below, because this saga is far from over.